with new stuff we're learning today. Okay, so question 16, a star usually means it's a little bit more challenging than just a regular question, I think. I made this last year, so I think that's what that means. PQ is parallel to RS, so we know that these two lines are parallel, right? You can go ahead and make those markings. QPT is 20, so QPT is 20, it's already labeled, so no big deal there. TRS is 30, it's already labeled as well. Work out the size of the reflex angle PTR, so PT and R, so they want this here. There's a bit of, oh wait, yes, sorry, yeah. You are right, yeah, they want the reflex, yeah, you are right. This is what they want. This is what I'm going to work with, okay? So in case, yeah, you're right, they want this one on the outside. I don't know what strategy you used, but this is the strategy I'm going to establish here or introduce. I will, right at this intersection, I will insert a parallel line. Okay? Insert parallel line. And how will you ensure that that's parallel? Well, you're gonna use this angle 30 and you're gonna make sure this is 30, because if that's the case, then alternate interior angles are congruent and making these two lines parallel. Okay, so that's an alternate interior are congruent, right? And the same thing with this 20, I'm going to bring that over here as also alternate interior. So now this is 20. I kind of ran out of room there. Sorry, let me redo that because there. So this is 20 degrees here. Okay. So now 30 and 20, we know that this whole thing is 50, right? From end to end, this is 50 because of the 20 and the 30, right? They add up to 50. We know that a whole full circle measures 360 degrees. So if we take 360 and subtract the sliver, the 50, then we'll get the reflex. So I'll just show my work here. 360 minus 50, that's equal to 310 degrees. So that's this angle right there, the whole thing. I know I have not shown you this, but then again, I did put a star there to let you, now you know, moving forward, because I will assign more stuff on this in this booklet. Does that make sense? Yeah. Okay. That's kind of like a little trick. Trying to think if there would have been a different way. Yes, you could have introduced the horizontal line and then these two, the 20 and just this angle, the small angle here would have had to be consecutive interior and they add up to 180, right? And then you did the same thing here and then you would have basically found the two sections that still add up to 310, no matter how you do this. Okay. Maybe I will do this, right? Full circle. Full circle measures 360 degrees. Okay. So we have a regular hexagon with these vertices, right, on the corners. And PQV, right, this is a straight line here. Determine the size of angles X and Y marked. So X, right, they want this one here, and they want this one here. Okay. Oh, sorry, I was off script here. They want this one and this one already marked. Determine the size of them. So when you have a polygon, it's gonna be interesting because you don't have anything to go by. There will be no numbers on there. So you might be stuck and it's like, wait a minute, I need a number. Give me an angle to start off. And what you need to think of is you know how to come up with the interior angles, right? So we know that n is equal to, it's a hexagon, so it's equal to 6 sides, right? So you just count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If you don't know what hexagon stands for, there it is, right? So the y is really the interior angle of 6. So I'm just going to go I of 6, which is 6 minus 2 times 180 divided by 6. Okay? Which is going to be 4 times 180 divided by 6, and that is equal to 120 degrees. Okay? So y is equal to, you can say interior angle, but you can also say that y is 120. They both mean the same thing. They're referring to the interior angle. So there's y and x. What is x really in this case? I can tell you that this is 120, this is 120, this is 120, right? That's what we just found. Right? They're all 120 all around. So we know that the interior angle and the exterior angle, they are supplementary. Okay, so x is equal to 180 minus 120. X equal to 60. Exterior angle. Right, could also use E of 6 is 360 divided by 6, which is 60 degrees. So either way, you get 60 for that exterior angle. Oh, and I kind of just ran out of room there, just like that. B, calculate the size of angle PSR. And this is what we're going to do today a bit more. So PSR, they want, in a sense, right? PSR, they want the angle that's formed in here. Right, so you go from P to S to R, they want that one right there. So we can call this B right in here. Okay. And I will show you, and I will expand on this today. Okay. B, this angle right here is going to be exactly the same as this angle right here. Right? In a sense, this is B and this is B. They're going to be the same. Okay? I'm thinking if I should just stop right here. And I will continue with this. So I think it's going to be better if you just watch my lesson today on this. So we'll do this. I'll put a star and you put a star. If you already did this, you will just say, yeah, I knew how to do that already. If you were stuck, then don't worry about it. After today, you'll know. Okay? I don't want to do this without actually introducing the concept. I should have probably just not said don't do B and C. So we'll go straight to 18 here. The diagram shows a part of a regular polygon whose interior angle is 144. So they just zoom into one of the interior angles. And it's a regular polygon, meaning that all interior angles are going to be the same and all side lengths are going to be the same. That's important. Work out how many sides this polygon has. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to extend one of the sides, and this is the interior angle, this is the exterior angle right there. And I know that the exterior angle is going to be 180 minus the interior angle, right? And that gives me 36, sorry. 36. That's this angle right here. And then I can use the formula E of n is equal to 360 over n. We know that the 36 gets plugged in there. Okay, and this is where I introduced that little trick. You don't have to use a different color, but you cross multiply and then divide. So n is really 360 times 1. I do that because it will change down the road, like in other units. So I want this method to always work. And that's 10 sides. It's a decagon. And then there's the other way of doing it, but I have that in the notes. So if you use the formula for interior angle, you should still get 10. So this would be like step 1, and then this would be step 2. Just have to recognize that that's happening. Next page. Yeah, this is all that kind of stuff. Stuff that you should be familiar with. The exterior angle of a regular polygon is 40. How many sides does it have? So I'm just going to do A here. It's really 40 degrees is equal to 360 over n. Put the 1 there. It's 360 divided by 40, really. It's 360 divided by 40, so n is equal to 9 sides. So that's that. Work out the size of one interior angle. You can use the formula IN, or you can just say, hey, I know that there's a relationship between the exterior and the interior, and that is probably quicker in this case. Okay. Work out the sum of interior angles of this regular polygon. Sum of 9 is equal to 9 minus 2 times 180, which is really 7 times 180, which is really 1260. I'm just going to do that because I feel like I'm going to be off today at 1260. Sum one interior or each interior angle, and we figured out the number of sides up there. And then they ask you to repeat the same thing with different interior or exterior angles. How about this? For A, n is going to be 10. B is going to be 144. You just need to make sure you show the work, right? And that would be 8, 1440. And then for 21, what if the exterior angle is 18? It'd be 360 divided by 18, essentially, that's 20 sides. B is 152, and C would be 18 times 180, that's 3240 that you should be getting there. So those are your answers. A regular polygon has 24 sides. Work out the size of one interior angle. I don't know why that's so hard. That shouldn't be, right? It's just really I of 24, and that's 24 minus 2 times 180 divided by 24. That's 22 times 180 over 24. I is going to be 165. Not that hard. So sometimes I got it wrong, I guess. The interior angle, how many sides does it have? So here it is again. Exterior angle is 180 minus 150, which is 30 degrees. And then you go 30 is equal to 360 over n. Put the 1 there. N is really 360 divided by 30. That's 12, right? 12 sides for that one. That's a dodecagon. (24), the exterior angle of a regular polygon is 9, right? So E is 9. Work out the sum. They want the sum of interior angles. You need to find out how many sides it has, right? So 9 is equal to 360 over n. And if you put the 1, that's really 360 divided by 9, which is 40 degrees. Sorry, 40 sides. Sorry. Yikes. Okay, 40 sides. This thing has 40 sides, right? No need to find a supplement because they already gave us the exterior. Did somebody say something on the chat? I see a little bubble there. Okay. Got it, Nico. Then you have, where are we at? Sum. Sum of 40. That's just 40 minus 2, that, right? N minus 2 times 180. That is really 38 times 180. And that is 6,840 degrees, right? Sum of 40. The sum of all interior angles of a 40-sided polygon would be 6,840. I hope that made sense. Are there any questions? Yep.
So for these, we don't have to, like for the final answer there, we don't have to divide both sides by 40.
Here?
The final answer.
Here?
Because it's still S with
40
in brackets.
Okay, that's a good point. The only reason this 40 is there is to indicate that this is a 40-sided polygon. It's not saying 40 times S.
So on none of the formulas we have to balance?
No, because the formula says S of n is equal to n minus 2 times 180, right? And that's the only reason that 40 is there. That's actually a good question for everybody to make a note. Like, this is not saying 40 times S, right? Because it's just, remember in IPR, or even here, f of x is, right, x squared minus 1. And if you plug in f of 1, it's 1 squared minus 1, right? That's the same thing. F of 1 is 0. It's just saying that when when x is equal to 1, your y value will be 0, right? Here you're saying when the number of sides is equal to 40, the sum will be this. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Now I'm going to stop this. We're going to move over to